Okay, it's time. Q1 has been cute. January, February, March, we've tried to be posting on social media, tried different content ideas, different strategies, and it's officially time to start taking over social media in 2026. Because April of 2026 is when it actually starts to happen for all of us here. You can actually change your entire trajectory on social media in 1 month, and that's what's going to happen in April. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones because today I have built out our April content strategy that we're all going to follow here at Busy Blooming based on what's working right now in the creator economy. And I'm so excited. Today, I'm going to be sharing my screen because this is a corporate office here at Busy Blooming. This is the office of social media. I'm going to be sharing my screen and showing you the content strategy that I'm going to follow, that we're all going to follow, including a content calendar, content ideas, a posting strategy, content habits. And I'm so excited for this. This is going to kind of be a new monthly installment, you could say. This is the first time I've ever done this here on the podcast, where we're going to do the last Wednesday of every month, like the last episode of every month, the content strategy for the next month. So you're never left thinking, okay, what should I do next month on social media? What's working right now? What should I post? Because you're here in the office, you're clocked in. And I'm so excited for this. I love content strategy so much. I miss doing it on a day-to-day basis. And that's why we're here at Busy Blooming. We're going to clock in. And I've slaved away at this Canva slide deck behind me that I'm going to show you in a second. One thing about me is I am a Canva slide deckaholic, and I love creating Canva slide decks, which you might know that about me. I've done it a few times here on the podcast. And I think without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's clock in and let's unpack our April content strategy. And I'm so excited. So let's get into it. Before we get into our April content strategy, I need to tell you that auto-publishing my content and using Rella's AI has actually changed so much for me when it comes to content and social media. And we have the absolute perfect sponsor for today's episode, which is Rella, because Rella is going to help us in April feel like we have it all together on social media. I'm so excited to tell you about it. So first and foremost, Rella is the only content auto publisher and scheduler that I use. Like, I drop in all of our content in there and it auto publishes it on everything: YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok. But Rella also has tasks, because it's not just a content scheduler, it's an all-in-one project management tool. So I love using tasks to organize all of our to-dos in there. And then, of course, I use Ella, which is their AI, and Ella is absolutely amazing. Ella is Rella's AI that's really designed for social media and content creation. And what I love about it so much is that in Ella, you input so much context. You put your goals, your brand voice. And so when it comes up with content ideas and strategy and feedback, it really is customized and so accurate to you as a creator and your brand. If you have not checked out and tried Rella yet, you absolutely have to do it for April. Make it an action for this month. It will make you feel so organized and help you stay consistent on social media and just feel like you have a one-stop shop for all of your ideas, your content, your to-dos, absolutely everything. So go check it out. You can use code BusyBlooming for 10% off annual plans or your first 3 months for new users. So definitely go check it out. I will link it down below. Use code BusyBlooming. And thank you so much to Rella for sponsoring today's episode. And let's get into it. Okay, hi. Hello. I have never done this format for YouTube. I can't believe this is how we're doing a YouTube video today, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And here we are. So this is our April content strategy. I'm so excited about this. So a preview of what we're all going to do in April is I have all of these slides that we're going to go through today, and I'm going to break this down. This is going to be available in Busy Blooming HQ, but I'm also going to go through this obviously today. And then I have created a matching workbook for this. It goes step by step of like how to do this. Again, I'm a Canva slide deckaholic. I've been working away. And then throughout the month, this is HQ. I've never shown this before on YouTube. We will have an April content chat. So throughout the month, I'll be in the chat. You can be in the chat. We'll throw in our content. We'll give thoughts. We'll hype each other up. And I'm really excited about that. And then also the last Friday of every month, I'm going to be doing a live content recap and reset meeting. So come join live this Friday. We're going to do this the last Friday of every month. ask questions. We'll do a Q&A. We can unpack April. We'll reflect on March content. So I'm really excited to have our meeting and then chat throughout the month. And then, of course, every Friday, we post the content ideas and trends report. And these will match the April content strategy with certain trends and content ideas that you can use throughout the month. So I am here to support you in April. Content ideas, meaning, chat, strategy. I got your back. We've clocked into the office. Okay, but without further ado, let's get into the content strategy. Okay, so obviously in busy blooming fashion, I need to unpack what is actually working right now on social media. So there are two big things that I would bring in to a strategy for April, which is firstly, interest media. We've been seeing this everywhere the last year or so, that social media and influencer marketing, the creator economy, is really thriving on topic-based creators and accounts. It's deeper than just niching down. This whole concept is basically social media is not social anymore. People go on social media to find specific topics, and the creators that are really growing right now are very, very focused. So going into April, we need to focus. Our vibe for the month is focus. We'll get into the vibe in a second. So for April, I want to challenge all of us to stop trying to be everything to everybody and really try to think about, okay, for 30 days, I'm just going to give up on trying to do everything I want to do, everything I'm interested in, and just pick 2 topics to focus in on for April, which I'm going to help you do. And the second thing that's really working in April is opinion and experience. Obviously, this human content we've been talking about, polished casual, really infiltrating into your strategy this month, into your content, human experience and opinion. So those are the 2 big things working in the creator economy right now. Okay, so the goal for content. Our goal for April is focused growth. We're gonna focus in here. And when you think about growth-centered content, the content that helps you grow on social media isn't always the content that helps you build a closer, tight-knit audience and community. But for April, for 30 days, we're going to focus on growth content. So what this means is, firstly, we're going to create content for people who have never seen us before. And what this means is that it's okay to repeat stuff that you've said before. It's okay to repeat advice or habits or your routines or whatever strategy you're going to pick from. It's okay to repeat that this month because you're creating for people who don't know who you are. And the other thing is that we're going to pick 2 topics. So that's the vibe, the energy for the content strategy and your content in April. So next, the posting strategy. So let's talk about this. For the month of April, and this is going to sound very familiar if you're in HQ, we're going to do 2 content templates. I love the whole concept of content template. It's not a content pillar. It's not a series. How I think of a content template is it is a template that has a specific topic with a specific style blended together. I'm going to give some examples in a second. But you can see here on the screen, and if you're listening to this out on a walk or something, I'm so sorry. I can't recommend enough to pull up the Spotify video or the YouTube. But as you can see here on the screen, this is a good example of a template. The style is green screen and the topic is going out tops. Since I'm sharing my screen, maybe what if I just bring up the Busy Blooming Instagram? This could be a really good example of a template. This specific style of carousel where we always talk about creator economy headlines. This could be a style of a template. Notes app overlays, talking to camera, talking about what works on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So for April, the posting strategy is to create 2 templates for yourself. So how do you actually do that? Well, let's unpack. First, you pick the topics, and then we're going to pick the style. I have created 4 topic templates that you could pick from that I feel like are really matching what works right now on social media, but you can also just create your own if you want to. But let's go through the 4 that I would personally pick from, that I'm going to pick from. Firstly is the expert template. This is tips, advice, guidance. I've been hearing from a lot of us that you're trying to convert sales maybe to your coaching, to your course, to your products, to your podcast. This is a really good way to do that. So if you want to do something like that, I would pick an expert template as the topic. There's also the commentary template that you could pick from. I'm going to do this one, where the topic is you're going to go through your opinion on what's happening right now. This is where you would give your opinion on something that's trending right now for your target audience. So let's say you're a fitness creator. Maybe you would give your opinion on what's happening with all the peptide trend going around right now. Third, you could do a habits template for the month. You go through your habits, habits, routines, mindset that you were doing attached to a topic and theme. Or you could do a journey template, which is what your mistakes, lessons that you have learned in the past, or sharing your current journey that you're going through. I'm going to give some examples. But that is step one, is figure out, okay, what are the specific topics I want to talk about this month? And do I want to kind of approach them as an expert, commentary, sharing my inward focus habits, or sharing my journey? Like, that's a bit of guidance for you. Or you could just pick a topic of being like buy or buy from different stores. Okay, so step one, pick your topic. Step two is deciding the style of content. Green screen, holding a mini microphone, vlog voiceover with a specific serif font. Do you always want to be sitting at your desk, holding a cup of coffee with notes app overlay? So what you basically do is you pick a topic and then you assign a style to it. So for me, I could think, okay, the topic I want to talk about is I'm going to do expert template where I'm going to give advice about YouTube. And I'm going to do that in a style where I sit right here with a cup of coffee. That's how I'm going to do that. That's my first template. I'm going to repeat that throughout the month. And then my second is maybe commentary. I'm going to also do green screens about the creator economy. Okay, so here's some examples on the screen of some template inspo for you of how to pick the topic and style that you want to do. I'll also link these out on our Instagram. Another way to think about this is it's kind of like 2 mini series that you do. So that is a content strategy for the month. It's basically picking 2 topics, assigning a style to each, and then rotating between those through the month. The reason this is so helpful is because it eliminates having to start from scratch at the beginning of every week or every day planning your content. You already have the topic and the style decided, and it makes it really easy to batch content, which we're going to talk about in a second. So this is the content calendar that I would recommend doing. Just rotate between template 1, template 2 every single day. And then on Sundays, do an on-brand trend. So a trend that will convert views to follows. That makes sense for your brand, your target audience. This is a calendar to post every single day. You don't have to post content every single day. 3 times a week, 5 times a week is perfect. Okay. Now, you guys know me. I love habits and mindset and all of these different things. So every single month we do one of these content strategies. I'm going to have a content habit and a mindset, like personal habit. So the content habit at the month is I want to challenge all of us, myself included, to batch content this month. This is the perfect month to do it. Batching content is the easiest when you're sitting down to do the same like series or topic, which is what we're doing. So I'm going to pick Monday. So pick 1 day a week to try to batch your content. I know so many people in Busy Blooming are already so good at batching, but for those of you who don't batch and you're never ahead, I'm right there with you. And that's our content habit of the month. We're going to batch, okay? We're going to try. And then the mindset habit of the month is 1 social media free day per week. You have to take 1 day off. This is the most like non-negotiable thing. You guys know me. I don't even have social media on my phone. I have social media free weekends, but maybe you work 9 to 5 and the weekends is your social media creation time. Whatever your schedule is, assign a day, put it in your calendar that you're going to be off social media. Okay, a little overview. Content vibe for April. Focused growth. Posting structure, 2 templates and 1 trend per week. Content habit, batching the content. Mindset habit, 1 social media free day per week. That is the content strategy I highly recommend we all try this April. And if you're thinking, okay, but I need content ideas, I need more examples, I don't know how to do this, I've created a 10-page workbook that I will go through part by part. In here, I have 40 content ideas, 10 for each example of template. I have prompts that you can throw into the AIs that you use if you're somebody who uses Ella or Claude. There's prompts in here. You can also download this and like throw it into your AI. There's a Notion template in the workbook. So that workbook is going to be exclusively in HQ. But that is our content strategy for April. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to be breaking this down in more detail on our Instagram as well. So if you have any questions, but if you're watching this, please comment down below. What are your templates? Inspire us all. What kind of style do you want to do? And that's going to be our April content strategy. Okay, so that is our content strategy. I'm so excited for April. I just wanted to say a quick like hello at the end of the episode. I haven't been doing after hours because we have our new content therapy monthly installment that we've been doing instead, which I'm so excited to do in a couple of weeks again. Also, this episode and last week's episode, the quality is not the 4K gorgeous it usually is. I am filming and uploading this episode the day it goes live. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I have had so much cold medicine mixed with awake water. But one thing I've learned over the last couple of weeks I thought I'd share is nobody cares. Like actually last week, I I know some of you will relate to this. It's like you spend so much time as creators on things that you think matter so much. For example, when I recorded Alexis's interview last week, I realized when we were recording it, I had the wrong setting on the recording studio, and it was in a very, very low resolution, and not one comment. I'm sure today there's not going to be one comment about the fact that it's in 1080p and not 4K. I have been posting on TikTok and Instagram for the first time in forever consistently. Every single video I film with my front camera, and the content's doing so much better than the stuff I spent setting up and highly editing on short form. So this is your sign to just furthermore reiterate that polished casual content is in. And if you're not posting something because the resolution's low or the quality's not where you want it to be, it's okay. Like no one actually cares. But we'll be back to gorgeous 4K next week. And I'll see you in HQ on Friday. We're doing our monthly live, which I'm so excited about. And if you didn't hear, the price has lowered to $15 a month for the exact same benefits. Nothing has changed. I've actually added some stuff in. I just really wanted the price to be accessible. So it's $15 a month. Join Busy Doing HQ. I'd be so excited to have you there. And if not, I'll see you on Wednesday on the podcast next week. Okay, bye.